Welcome back, Horleans, to more Text Murphy. Text Murphy, the Pandora Directive. Melt that shit.
Lock's busted. Those doors lead into the conveyor track area. I don't know what this is, but it's gotta be what Malloy wanted. Well, this is definitely the object shown on the slide. Now I just gotta figure out what Malloy needed it for. That door goes back outside. I get back to my speeder and set a course for home. Having the power cell with me is eerie, like I'm carrying an urn full of someone's ashes. Was it actually constructed in some distant galaxy? What's its purpose? What would a hand grenade look like to someone on another planet?
I don't know, but it's time to stride forward into day 8. A message from the dead.
I unlock the door to my office 4 hours later, stumble into the bedroom, and hit the bed face first. After a long nap, I lift my mashed face from the mattress and push my aching body up from the bed. Like it or not, there's still a lot of work to do. My first priority is to break the code on Malloy's disk. I have the feeling the contents will give me a few answers.
Must have some messages.
Murphy, I've got the printout of your anagrams. Give me a call. Murphy, I've got the printout of your...
Alright, bitch, I'm calling.
Got my message?
I don't think you know how much you were asking from me.
Sure I do. I just got a lot of faith in you. So you ready to trade?
Can you fax the printout of the anagrams over here to my office?
No problem. But I prefer that you not fax the file here. I'd rather have the real thing. If you can hang around your office for a bit, I'll send the express courier over and pick it up.
All right, but make it snappy. I don't want to hold on to this any longer than I have to. My new vid...
You have a fax.
Murphy.
You have a fax.
Well, I'll be darned. The fax machine still works.
You have a fax.
Luckily, Purnell only included the anagram combinations that were made up completely of actual words. After looking through the list, only one anagram jumps out at me. Merge the 4 rare cases to see maps. Maybe there's a password somewhere in there.
Let's check out Malloy's disk on the laptop. If I can get around my fucking chair. Hello, Elijah. See, you figured out my little puzzle. And since you're reading this, I'll assume that something has happened to me. You always said I was looking for trouble. Well, I think I found it. You should already have received a package from me. I've sent similar packages to few other people I trust most in the backstabbing, self-destructive world. Collectively, you are a council worth now holds the key to the locked door, beyond which lies the knowledge of ancient and distant intelligence. Son of a fuck. As you know, visitors from the other worlds have come to our little corner of the galaxy. You'd always believed, but now you've seen the chance of evidence with your own eyes. Unfortunately, there are others who want what I've discovered, and not for the altruistic motives we share. For that reason, I have created something I have somewhat theatrically named the Pandora device. The contents of the package I sent you must be used with those contained in the packages sent to others. Together you will learn what I've discovered, in the hope of a combined power, influence, and wisdom will determine what should be done. Now, I know you're one of the most stubborn and reclusive men I've ever known, but I'm asking you to seek out the others I've entrusted and make sure this thing is carried out. Time is running out and you must act quickly. I know you have the tendency to belabor the point, but let me end by saying this. What awaits you is something that the world may not be ready for. If it is your conclusion as well, keep in mind that it is better to destroy something than allow it to destroy. Sincerely, Thomas. And the motherfucking 555 numbers for a bunch of people.
Looks as though this Elijah Witt has one of Malloy's boxes. He doesn't sound like the kind of guy who'll just hand it over to a stranger. Regardless, I have to start by finding out where Witt lives, and all I've got to go on is his phone number.
Well, the first thing we need to do is travel to the Robco, or the electronic shops, to get our Robco call tracer.
I used to have a battery... photo analyzer. Now there's utility. Portable fax machine. That's pretty small. But I guess video phone call tracers don't need to be very big. That's pretty...
That's what I want.
This guy must...
What can I help you with?
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
Alright, we got a Robco call tracer installed on our phone. Let's call Elijah Witt.
Can I help you with something?
Holy shit, it's fucking George Martin.
Dad?
Who the hell are you?
I'm your long-lost son. Gosh, it's so good to finally meet you.
This some kind of a sick joke? I don't have a son.
Well, let me see if I can refresh your memory, Dad. Little bar in Omaha, Fifth of Wild Turkey, karaoke machine.
Who is your mother?
I actually never knew my mother. I was abandoned in an orphanage with only a small blanket and your name written on a cocktail napkin. I've dedicated my life to finding you.
You expect me to believe that cock and bull story? Who are you?
Okay. My name's Murphy. I'm calling as a mutual friend of Thomas Malloy.
That's the case, then why all this crap about being my son?
I had to make sure you weren't an imposter. Malloy told me that you had no sons and always used the phrase cock and bull.
What do you know about Malloy? To make it good. You're wasting my time.
Well, he was killed before he could get a certain computer disk to you. I broke the code on it. It was merge the 4 rare cases to see maps, an anagram of the title, There Are Messages from Outer Space. That's how I got this number.
How did you end up with a disc meant for me?
That's not important. What is important is the message Malloy wanted to give you. Meet me at the Imperial Lounge in New San Francisco in 2 hours. If Whit takes the bait, and I'm betting he will, it should give me enough time to look around his place.
Oh yeah, he'll take the bait.
The address displayed on the call tracer is in Vancouver, BC. On the flight up, I probably passed Whit, who's headed to the Imperial Lounge. I tracked down Whit's address to a high-rise residential building. I get inside and pick the lock to the apartment. Immediately, an alarm
Oh, just like
goes
the good
off.
old games.
It appears to be a switch. It's authentic stone masks. Always an acceptable last resort for Halloween. It appears to be a switch. Plants are an important It appears to be a switch. Whoa. The bamboo poles are a decorative masterstroke.
A fucked up alarm system.
Sounds like I got that alarm turned off. Well, the bed looks large and comfy. These notes look interesting. Looks like Whit made some notes about opening the box Malloy sent to him. According to this, he seemed to think that he'd have to figure out a Mayan date, then what that date would be on a modern calendar. Now there's no lock on the drawer. Now there's no... Appears to be a scrapbook. The statue in this photo looks remarkably like the one over by the fireplace.
70, 12, 84, 65, 39, 67.
Like a book on the Mayan calendar. I personally prefer calendars of the Sports Illustrated variety. A stack of boring and I'm sure unimportant books. A stack. Looks like some kind of reference material. Whit and I apparently have different tastes in bedtime reading.
All kinds of shit.
The foliage is a pleasant addition. This diamond pattern is different from the others. A heat-resistant foil packet. Keeps the hot side hot and the cool side cool.
Yeah! That is hot! It's fucking hot, man.
It's like a number chart of some sort. A pair of tweezers. Just the thing for refining my unruly eyebrows.
Alright, I think we can get this tinfoil packet now. With some fucking tweezers. Just drop that down your pants, no problem.
This stone figure looks interesting. This stone figure looks interesting. Looks like Mr. Stone here has a keyhole for a belly button.
What the shit? I'm not even about to fuck with that.
This stone